Hello everybody and welcome back to Kingdom Come Deliverance. Now, I did say in the last video I was going to follow our Lord to the camp to see where it is. He's not galloping though. I've got to rest and I've got to eat. He's a bit injured. I could follow him here, I reckon. We're dirty, ain't we? Is he walking all the way back? Captain Bernard. I need to get, don't I? I might have to fast travel back. Okay, we've got an apple here seated. That's food. The thing is, if I get to his camp, is he going straight still? If we get to camp, we can sleep there, can't we, and maybe wash. Also, the missions this way as well. We'll return. We have to return in a few days for Teresa as well. I've got some side quests to do as well. That leads to the mission, I think.
Yeah.
God, he's literally just walking, isn't he? Okay, let's just go to the mission.
Yeah.
We've already been this way, haven't we? Accident.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, as I said before, I want to advance the story a little bit before we start doing the side quests. Oh, I love the detail. Look on the screen how it's like the dirt and that on our face, and blood. Okay, horse, okay. Look a bit slower. Get his energy back up. You've discovered U-Hits. Here we go. Find out where the limping bandit lives. Need to find an inn down. Okay, Pebbles. Back for you. I'm overloaded, okay. I'll probably sell some things anyway if I can find someone to buy stuff. Hello there?
Good health to you.
And you, sir?
I'm looking for a fellow who lives here, but I don't know his name. Do you know anyone with a limp?
What would you want with him? Well, it's no skin off my nose. The bastard has a cottage on the edge of the village, by the road to Red Head. Take care now.
You can give me training, but I'm not going to do it. Visit the bush. Anybody here that'll buy stuff? The butcher? Oh, okay. Now I need to get somewhere where they'll let me sleep. Just so we can heal up. Oh, it's beautiful, isn't it? What's going on here? Oh, damn.
Move along, citizens. Move along. There's nothing to see here.
That's what you call nothing to see. I'd like to know what something to see looks like.
By the keys of St. Peter, this is all I need. We'll have to send word to Sir Hanush.
That might not be necessary.
Who are you?
I'm Henry of Skalitz, in the service of Hanush's Captain Bernard. I'm investigating the attack at Neuhof, and I think this could be related.
Well, I'm the bailiff of Auschwitz. And I say we don't want any of that kind of trouble around here. What makes you think this has anything to do with Neuhof?
One of the folk at the stud farm recognized someone from Auschwitz among the bandits.
We have no bandits or murderers around here.
Really? They say you had a limp?
Allow me to introduce you to Limpy Lubosh. Or all that's left of him.
Oh, crap.
Sacre. Nothing's ever easy. I'll have to take a look around and ask a few more questions, if that's all right with you.
You can take this mess off my hands and welcome to it. As for what else there is to find out, I don't know. But look and ask all you like.
Okay.
Who was Limpy Lubosh?
A poor crofter and a scoundrel. Can't say I'm too surprised what happened to him. He kept company with all sorts of vermin. He was always getting into some kind of trouble. Punch-ups in the tavern and what have you.
How come he limped?
He got that from some villainy or brawl a long time ago.
Has he been up to anything suspicious lately?
I don't know. The last few days he didn't go anywhere. He was home the whole time. But he always kept everyone in the village at arm's length.
Did he have any kith or kin in the village?
None. A loner he was. I don't know the last time I saw him with anyone.
Do you happen to know where he was on the night of the Neuhof raid?
I've no idea. He kept his distance from other folk, so you never knew if he was away or holed up at home.
Okay.
When did you find the body? And did anyone see anything?
Just now, and nobody saw or heard anything. I don't know how they could gut him like that without someone hearing him scream.
Maybe they killed him first. See if anyone knows.
God be with you.
And you, sir?
I've come in the name of Sir Hanush of Leipa. I'm investigating the massacre in Neuhof, and now a murder here as well. Can I ask you a few questions?
Of course. Ask away.
That man Lubosh who was murdered, what was he like?
He was a drunk who was always looking for a fight. Nobody liked him much, but I wouldn't wish an end like that on any man.
Have you noticed anything suspicious recently?
Well, now I think of it, I haven't seen him around for a while. No idea where he was skulking.
Do you know what Lubosh was doing the day Neuhof was raided?
Not a clue.
Do you know anyone Lubosh used to spend time with? Relatives or friends?
He was a loner. He didn't even have any mates in the tavern.
Okay.
That's all. Thank you.
Good evening.
I've come in the name of Sir Hanush of Leipa. I'm investigating the massacre in Neuhof, and now a murder here as well. Can I ask you a few questions?
I don't know how I can help you, but ask if you must.
Who was this Lubosh who was murdered?
You could see at first glance he was no good. I kept well out of his way.
Have you noticed anything suspicious recently?
There wasn't sight or sound of him for a long time. And then yesterday, he turned up at the church and even talked to the parish priest. I never saw him do that before. Probably had a bad conscience.
Do you know what Lubosh was doing the day Neuhof was raided?
I don't think he was home. I didn't see him all day.
Do you know who Lubosh used to spend time with? Kin or friends?
As far as I know, he had nobody at all in this world.
That's all. Thank you.
Oh, we went to the
Take
priest.
care.
Anybody know anything else?
Good health to you.
And you, sir?
I've come in the name of Sir Hanush of Leipa. I'm investigating the massacre in Neuhof, and now a murder here as well. Can I ask you a few questions?
I don't know nothing about it, but ask all you want.
That man Lubosh who was murdered, what was he like?
I didn't really know him. He kept to himself, even in the tavern.
Have you noticed anything suspicious recently?
Come to think of it, he was in church yesterday. He was even talking to the priest and went to confession. I was wondering what he was up to take to the faith all of a sudden. But I suppose no sin's too dark for God's mercy.
Do you know what Lubosh was doing the day Neuhof was raided?
I was coming from the tavern very late that night, and I caught a glimpse of someone entering the village. He looked like he was in a hurry. It was only a shadow against the sky, but after what happened, I wouldn't wonder.
Okay.
Do you know anyone Lubosh used to spend time with? Relatives or friends?
Not with anyone from the village. He used to sit in the tavern next to us sometimes, but he never said much.
Okay.
That's all. Thank you.
God be with you.
Anybody else we can talk to that might... Oh, I'll talk to the villagers are alright, but we'll talk to the ones with actual names.
Good day to you. What do you need?
See if they know anything at all.
I've come in the name of Sir Hanush of Leipa.
Of course.
That's
You're
all.
gonna,
Thank you.
you're not gonna know. Okay.
Farewell.
Can I actually go inside here? Have a look around.
What's this? Looks like someone's hit him very hard in the head. Could they have bludgeoned him to death and then gutted him? That would explain why he didn't scream. An inscription in blood. Pity I don't know how to read. Looks like they wanted to give someone a warning. But who? And a bandit who knows how to write isn't something you see every day. Lord above, they did a hell of a job on him. Must have been agony. No one heard anything.
So you're saying?
Good evening.
What were you just saying, love?
I've come in the name of Sir Hanush of Lipa. I'm investigating the massacre in Neuhof, and now a murder here as well. Can I ask you a few questions?
Ask all you want, lad.
Do you know what Lubosh was doing the day Neuhof was raided?
How would I know?
You know, I was asking her.
That's all.
I
Thank you.
wonder who his neighbours are. Lockpick easy. Take from the pot. Asleep. Asleep for 24 hours. Let's sleep till morning. Let me sleep. See, my health and energy's going back up. Might as well, if it's getting my health and that back up. Okay, here we go. That'll do. Nourishment 84%, so we need to eat again, really. Okay, so the day after the murder, what we got here? Can't interrupt with that. Anything else we can investigate? What's in here?
Bed.
What's he got in here? Ooh, an apple. Can I put some things in here which I ain't gonna use? Let's put some of these crap things I ain't gonna use. Oh, boots. I need new boots tonight. That'll do. Still standing here, dude. Gotta find the priest now. Find out more about Limpy Lubos. Talk to the... We're doing that by talking to the priest.
What was that?
Fast travel point. Maybe if we go to the tavern. Oh no, it's for a sec.
My
I've already
respects
spoken
to
to
you.
for a sec. What training do you offer? Horse riding? No, we don't do that.
Good luck to you.
Greetings. What do you need?
Trade.
God bless.
That's all I can sell. The innkeeper know anything about him?
Good day to you.
And you, does he know about him?
Is there anything suspicious going on in these parts?
Indeed, there is. Around here, you should hear about what Vashek the groom has been up to at the stables. When the head groom told the lads here, they fell off their seats laughing. And there's more. Just last night, Father Godwin was here, hauling fire and brimstone down on old Gertrude, the herb woman. He's not one to make a fuss over some trifle either.
Is there anything suspicious going on in these parts?
Nothing out of the ordinary, praise God.
Okay, nothing else.
I've come in the name of Sir Hanush of Lipa. I'm investigating the massacre in Neuhof, now a murder here as well. Can I ask you a few questions?
I don't know nothing about it, but ask all you want.
That's all. Thank you.
Do we know this place is where we can sleep?
Like,
Right, bit love. Go and speak to the priest. Oh, no way. Hello, Father.
The blessings of our good Lord be with you, Father. I'm here in the name of Sir Hanush of Lipa, investigating the massacre at Neuhof, which seems to be connected to a murder here. Can I ask you a few questions?
It seems Sir Hanush is employing children as investigators. But ask as you wish, boy. I hope this nasty business will be cleared up quickly.
Did you know Lubosh? What was he like?
A bit of a lost soul. Simple, rough fellow, but at heart I don't think he was such a bad person.
Did you notice anything suspicious recently?
My child, all sorts of suspicious things have been going on recently. People like Lubosh don't know what to do about it, and sometimes they do stupid things.
That's really not a lot of help to me, Father.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Do you know what Lubosh was doing on the day Neuhoff was raided?
Unfortunately, I do know. And I'd like to help you with your investigation, but I can't.
What?
I'm bound by certain vows that forbid me to tell you.
Vows more important than catching dangerous murderers?
There are laws of God above the laws of man, son. And one of those is the sanctity of the confessional.
Father, surely you can't be serious. There must be situations in which you can make an exception.
There are things that apply always, no matter what the circumstances, and this is one of them.
For heaven's sake, Father, can you really look me in the eye and tell me that, when you know you may be condemning innocent people to death?
I can, because if I broke that vow, the consequences would be much worse than if I didn't. Maybe not immediately, but one day. The mills of God grind slowly.
Oh, this man.
Father, Lubosh was my only lead to the Neuhoff raiders. Only he could tell me who was responsible for that massacre. If I don't find out who it was, it will probably happen again. Surely you wouldn't want that.
I wouldn't. But I can't betray the sanctity of the confessional. I'll tell you what. Give me some time and I'll try to think up some way of helping you. Suppose we talk it over in the evening, in the tavern, over a cup of good wine. Maybe we'll come up with something.
All right. Thank you, Father.
Farewell.
Okay, but I can speak to him about some other things, can't I?
I see you know how to wield a sword, Father. I wouldn't have expected that from a man of the cloth.
With a stick. I practice with a stick. Reminder of my youth and days gone by, and it helps keep me in good form.
Do you have any work that needs doing?
My dear lad, I have more worries than I can bear. Another pair of shoulders would ease my burden. I have to deal with a local witch.
A witch?
The herb woman, old Gertrude. That devious hag who will stoop to anything. Like all herbalists, for that matter.
Oh, don't tell me. The cows are giving blood instead of milk, and babies are being born with 2 heads and a tail.
This is no laughing matter. Gertrude isn't evil. She just has peculiar ideas about what's good for people. A little bird told me she incited some Ujet's women to witchery.
A little bird told you, did it?
You know how good people are at seeing the splinter in another's eye and not the beam in their own.
In other words, someone's been gossiping. And what's the problem?
As long as herb women stick to giving psychic to folk and bloated cows, assisting in childbirth, or burning incense in bedrooms to help with sleep, then nothing at all. But this is sacrilege, and it's unsafe. All sorts of molds and lichens and poisonous plants and other foul things go into those concoctions. I'd hate to see her poison some poor gullible lass.
What do you want me to do?
I want you to go and see her and find out what she's been up to. I know she lives in fear of the Holy Church, so tell her I sent you. That will make her talk and think twice about encouraging witchcraft. If you learn that she truly did involve folk in some foolishness, find out all you can and deal with it.
Consider it done.
Good. And never fear. I'm a man who always pays his debts. You'll find Gertrude, the old herb woman, in the woods. Farewell.
We got a new quest, playing with the devil. And we might as well wait in to speak to the priest. Okay. Courtship, I don't need to do that, so we'll do playing with the dead. And my horse.
Yeah.
What's that? Okay, that's what we're doing, that mission. Go and see Gertrude the herb woman and find out what she incited the six women to do. There's someone trying to get me. Oh crap, he got me off my horse. You scumbag. You killed my horse. You knob. Did he kill it? Oh, what a knob. I didn't think they could kill. There he goes, the herbalist. You're alive, Pebbles! You survived! Okay, so the horse doesn't die, they can just take the horse down. Jeez.
Good morning.
I've come in the name of Sir Hanish of Lipa. I'm investigating the massacre in Neuhof, and now a murder here as well. Can I ask you a few questions?
Ask all you want, lad.
Who was this Lubosh who was murdered?
Those that live by the sword die by the sword. I'm not surprised the end he came to.
Oh, okay.
Have you noticed anything suspicious recently?
Everything about him was suspicious. I always gave him a wide berth.
Why she live so far away from everybody?
Do you know who Lubosh used to spend time with? Kin or friends?
I don't know, since I don't go to alehouses.
Okay.
That's all. Thank you.
Chill your beans, lady. Okay, we go. Priest.
Come from the priest. They're saying you incited some women to witchcraft.
Me? Witchcraft? That's nothing but idle chatter.
Don't you know that witches get burned alive?
There's no need for trouble. I'll tell you everything.
I've done a very foolish thing. It's preying on my mind so much I can't sleep a wink.
But I'm supposed to believe an old witch has pangs of conscience.
Laugh if you like, but it's not a word of a lie.
You probably know I sell various magic lotions and potions alongside my herbs. Well, there's one I wish I hadn't sold. You see, Vera, Zlata, and Kuta from Uzhitz wanted a magic ointment from me. I kept refusing them, but in the end, I let them talk me into it.
What?
What did they want the ointment for?
Each one of them lost a loved one recently, and it's grieving them. They wanted to talk with the dead.
Oh my god. Here we go.
What kind of ointment was it?
One that will show you a world no one else can see. A place of wonder and terror. The flowers might start talking to you, or the earth could swallow you up. I don't know if it's the work of the devil or of God himself, but the ointment has that power. But it could poison any person who doesn't know how to use it right.
So all this talk of witches anointing themselves and then flying to their sabbaths on broomsticks.
The ointment could make a person see such things. But it was stupid of me letting those foolish women get their hands on it. They could poison themselves or fall off a cliff while they're lost in a dream.
Will you give me the ointment recipe?
It contains belladonna and the herb Paris, both quite poisonous plants. That ought to make you think twice about dabbling with it.
So why did you give them the ointment at all?
Because I'm soft-hearted. You see, one of those women, Vera, lost her whole family in Scarlets. And Zlata's husband was killed. And the youngest of them, Kuta, miscarried with the horror of it all. They said they wanted to use the ointment to speak with the dead and ask them to put a word in with the Lord.
I understand how they feel. But I reckon it'll get them nowhere but the ducking stool and the stake.
Judge not, lest ye be judged. I didn't want to give them the ointment, but they offered me a pile of groschen. So I thought how desperate they must be, and I heard their plea.
Their plea or the clink of their coin? And why are you so worried about them all of a sudden? What changed your mind?
I'm losing sleep over it. Firstly, those women don't know what they're doing. And secondly, folk might see it as witchcraft. And do you know what they do to witches?
Burn them, drown them.
That they do. So don't be surprised I'm worried.
It didn't bother you before, though.
Okay, that's it.
I've heard enough.
If you've heard enough, you must understand why I need your help. Find out from those women what they intend, and watch over them to keep them safe.
Very well. But only because the priest himself asked me to.
Thank you 1,000-fold. I'll go to the Reverend myself and explain. You take care of those women. God bless.
Oh god. What's he? Come on. What was that? That jerk again. Quick, horsey. Quick. That we're in a straight line so we can't shoot. Bloody bandits. When I get stronger I'll be killing people like that, bandits and that. Can I jump?
Yeah.
I seem to jump over there. I'll do it myself. I'll jump over it myself then, horsey. Do. Yes, I am here. Move. Here she is.
I've heard something about a magical ointment.
Really? I'd like to know where from. And what concern is it of yours, anyway?
The herb woman sent me.
Gertrude? What does she want? More money?
It's not about the money. She's concerned about your health. That ointment can be dangerous, and she wants me to make sure you don't do anything foolish.
It can't have got any more dangerous since she sold it to us. Tell her we're ever so grateful for her concern, and goodbye.
Don't you walk away from me.
I've heard something about a magical ointment.
Really? I'd like to...
The priest is worried.
The priest? It's nice to find out what telltales you have for neighbours. But believe me, it's none of your business. Or the priest's.
That's enough. What I've heard already amounts to a burning offence.
Oh, it's threats now, is it? I've never heard of anyone being put to the stake
Okay,
because
it's
of
not that.
appointment. If it's fire you want, go back to your damn forge and stop bothering me.
Who are you?
Oh, shut up, villager. Who am I? Who am you?
I've heard something about a...
Really?
Okay, it's this one.
Gertrude?
She'd like to know just what you're planning to do with her. She's worried about you.
What made her change her tune? You can tell her we plan to do exactly what we agreed and not to worry.
One more.
I've heard some...
Really?
The herb woman sent me.
Gertrude?
It's not
Can I
about...
pass it?
She's...
Fouled again. Okay, priest. Priest with the soft approach.
I've heard some...
Really?
And then I'll speak to the people.
The priest is...
The priest?
It could be dangerous. Not just for your soul. That shit is poisonous.
So I'm supposed to believe the herb woman slipped us poison instead of the ointment?
She warned you.
She warned you it was dangerous, and now she regrets selling it to you. She's afraid you'll hurt yourselves.
It can't have...
Okay, so she's not going to listen about the other one. When the other two. She ain't listening. Here's the other one. Hello? 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 Can I come in? I can't climb over your fence. There we go. I'm in. Hello? Hello? I'm here. Good mate, Vera.
I heard something about a magic ointment that you got from the herb woman.
You heard that where? And what business is it of yours?
The herb woman sent it.
Gertrude? What does she want? Haven't we paid her enough?
That's not the point. The ointment's dangerous, and the herb woman doesn't want you getting up to anything foolish.
We know all that. and it's not stopping us. So, thanks for asking and goodbye.
Okay.
I heard something
the
about
priest.
a magic ointment that you got from the herb one.
You heard that where? And what business is it of yours?
The priest is concerned.
The priest can go to hell. All he cares about is filling his belly. And then that bastard talks down to us from the pulpit about temperance and humility. It's because of his sword the Lord sent the humans here that killed my husband and children.
What's going on?
Where was the priest then, eh?
What's that?
You do know that what I've heard amounts to a burning offence.
What do I care about burning? Show yourself.
Okay, she's not even bothered about the other one then. Do 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 do. One more left to talk to. None of them are going to speak to me, are they? Someone in here. Not you. Spoke to you. Okay, now she's further on, isn't she? Hello. Walk across their stuff, as you do. Come on, Horsey, we got one more person to interview before we finish this video. Can we not climb up there with a horse? Or I can get up there myself. What the heck? Strange. Wonder if this one will actually talk.
I've heard something about a magical ointment.
What? Who told you that? Was someone asking around?
It might interest the priest.
The priest? Who's been telling him stories? Does he know about us?
What I've heard already amounts to a burning offence.
Burning?
Failed.
Burning at the stake, you mean?
Yes, burning you alive. If you're planning anything that looks like witchcraft.
To hell with it. Let them burn us if they will. God has forsaken us. Everyone's dying. We've lost everything. Lucifer is our last hope. Do you want to turn us in?
But I'm not here to judge you. I know what it's like to lose loved ones. I just want to make sure you don't do anything foolish.
Foolish? You think what's going on around here is foolery? We won't just stand idly by, and nobody can stop us.
Okay. Okay, they're not going to tell me anything else, so I'm going to finish this video here, guys. What time is it? Okay, it's not even noon yet. What I'm going to do is finish this video, and the next one, I might follow them, depending on how long they stay in the village. Yeah, I'll follow her in the next one. Anyway, guys, thank you all so much for watching. Till next time, take care.